Hello Star Wars Unboxing fans, welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show, and today I am ecstatic to show you the large ticket item that has just arrived. I am so thrilled, beyond thrilled for this. It is a new item, but it's also a vintage item, but a unique vintage item nonetheless, and it just arrived, literally dropped onto my doorstep just a moment ago, so here we go. You ready for it? Okay, here it is. Here we go. ARCADE1UP, the Star Wars Atari video game. This is the Atari video game that existed in the arcades back in the 80s. And it featured, actually there were three. There was the Star Wars, and then they had an which is like a vector graphics kind of version. Then came out with the Empire Strikes Back version, which was very similar. And then Return of the Jedi was kind of a different game altogether. So they have created this kind of console, and included in it is a, it's not the full-size version of the game, it's a smaller version. And as much as I'm excited, and I would have loved to have had that full-size version, I like this better because I think it's more compressed. I think it's definitely more consumer-oriented, so if there's any problems, there'll be ways to fix and repair. So I am just thrilled. So we're going to get this thing somehow down into the Star Wars room and work on getting this thing put together. Moment of truth. Let's take a journey back to the 1980s. Of course, it has to load. So we'll take our journey back as soon as it loads. And it's still loading. ARCADE1UP is a company that's doing this now. And sorry about the brightness here. Okay, we have our 3 games. We have Star Wars. If we can get a little bit of, there we go, Empire, and Jedi. All right, I'm gonna go to Star Wars. Now you kids, all you kids out there, this was vector graphics.
Standing by.
We're gonna go easy right now. You see? Oh, I got it. I'm hit. You see, there's really cool sound effects from the films.
Use the force.
I mean, those little sparkles are the laser bolts. You want to try to shoot them before they get to you. If you don't shoot them, here's what happens. Here's what happens if you let one hit you. You lose one of your shields. And then once you're out of shields, you're done. So, that's kind of an end of a level. Okay, and that's kind of more of the same. And I'm going to try to, I want to show you guys the other 2 games if I can. But it looks like I have to kind of die from this one first. Or I guess I can just turn it off and turn it back on again. But, alright, come on. I turned the volume down because it was pretty strong. Get me. I'm trying to die and it's not letting me. And game over. Okay. Oh. Okay, now it's not letting me, it's not letting me do that. Alright. Let me see what happens if I... 2, 1... Countdown... 0. Oh, alright. I'm going to just turn it off and then reboot it. Alright, so I can show you guys the other one. So 1UP has actually done a lot of great, ARCADE1UP has done a lot of great games in terms of things like, you know, all the different classic games that came out in the 70s and 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So it's pretty cool. So, okay, so let's try Empire Strikes Back. I'll just put my little instruction booklet up here. All right. So you'll notice Empire, very similar. Okay, in fact, it's pretty much the same game, except they kind of switched up the graphics to look more like. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a little bit different. Look at the volume back up again.
There's a meteorite hit the ground area.
Shoot probots. So you can see it's very similar. Except instead of TIE fighters, you're shooting probots. Looks like they have this other little aspect. Oh, I see. They're sending a transmission. See, that's the... Okay, Togo gives you aim for their... Different game, you know, but again, the vector graphics...
Shield doors must be closed. Prepare to leave the Delta light speed.
Rebel hideout. Different music, you can see, and again, it's all MIDI, you know, digital music. It's not any. They do. They were able to capture the sounds of the voices. They, you know, take the vocal cues from the movie and use it. So some pretty cool stuff. Okay, you see, you're in the Falcon there. So some pretty cool stuff there. And then now switching it up to Jedi is a little bit of a change. This is kind of more of a, I guess you could call it. I'm not really a gamer, folks, but this is the one game I played. I can't tell you how many quarters I dumped into this. But it was like a side scroller, I guess you could see. You'll see that it's very different. Now, yes, I recognize the graphics are nothing like what we have today, okay, even in arcades today. But this is where it goes a little different. So you can see it's a little bit more easy.
The deflector shield will be deactivated when we have confirmation of your code transmission. Leave them to me. I will deal with them myself.
Kind of sounds like the comm chips.
Wait for me.
Yeah, you see, you can. You get a little bit dicey in this game because of the trees and getting to some of the harder levels. And you see there was an Ewok thing there. If you get through there, the Ewoks help you. Oh, poor Leia. Yeah, and it's kind of more traditional that you have 3 lives, that kind of thing. The sounds are funny. Oh, yeah, because you can see this was a much harder game. I'll probably spend a lot of time on this game just because it's, oh, come on, really? There are a couple, of course, if you survive this level, there are other levels. I'm trying to get to them. Yeah, it's definitely good to get the Ewoks to help you. But you keep running into the trees and you're out. So, anyway. So, there you go. Oh, I can put my name in. Okay. Oh, and they use the Yub Nub theme. Darth Tuba. Okay, cool. So there you go. So, as you can see, this has found another happy home in the Megalio collection archives. Mainly because it's one of the only classic video games I ever really, really liked and really, really played. As I said in many, many episodes, I'm not a gamer. And that doesn't mean I'm any good with this, but I will play it. I will have a lot of fun. It's just something to add to the fun of this collecting space. And what's really good is that it comes with this extra base. For 2 reasons I like this. Number one, it's great in the event of you want to play for a while. You just get a chair or a bench and you can sit for a while and play. So you're not bending over or sitting down on a chair. And number 2, if we ever had a flood or something, this will be protected. It'll be protected up to about almost 2 feet. So that's a good thing as well. So that'll do it for this week's awesome episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Again, welcome to all our new subscribers. And if you have a chance to pick this game up, it's available at GameStop exclusive. And I believe it's about $4.99. You might find it for a cheaper price if they don't sell out by the holidays, by the end of the holidays. But I wanted to make sure I got one. It's a great game, and I think they only made 500. So not that 500 is a small number, but it's just something that I just wanted to make sure that this had its spot in the collection. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you.